Hello, everyone. It's been a while. If you're listening along to the podcast, it's been quite a bit. 6 months. That's what my website says is the last time we uploaded. Um, so if you're listening and you're hearing this before the start of the episode, I just want to apologize for that. Um, there was a large confluence of reasons for that for me. The first reason is, I mean, we were just taking a break already. We were taking kind of a holiday break. Um, and then after that holiday break, just busy schedules and things, we couldn't meet. We were recording, but I wasn't getting episodes out. Um, and then I decided to go back to college, and I was really busy. And really, just because we took the break, we're taking the break already. While I was in school, I just wasn't in the routine of editing and getting out episodes and planning times to record, and I wasn't in that routine, so I just really needed to take the time. Um, Also, I mean, there were a few other things. I think people got sick and people couldn't meet because of their job, taking on a different schedule for a time. It's honestly hard to remember at this point because so much happened. But yeah, there was a lot of things influencing the podcast over the last while. But now I'm ready to try to get back into it. Now it's the summer. I am taking a couple classes still. But I will be trying to get back into the routine of uploading uh, episodes, recording episodes, um, hopefully, so that I can still do so while I am more full time in the main semester. So, thank you if you listen, and if you're one of the few who has been listening and you've been wondering what happened. That's what happened. Um, and I do apologize for that. But these episodes that I have released, yeah, they were recorded a long while ago. So if there's any references to period of time that it does not sound recent, if you're listening along, that is why. It's because they were recorded quite a while ago, and that will be the case for like the next 3 episodes at least. So, without further ado, though, I am genuinely excited. It's been hard to get into the mindset of returning, but I am excited to return to this project and to produce more episodes. So, please enjoy. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Teen Titans Roll. I'm out of it. The episode's starting. It's episode 3 of season 2. This is as I've described, ready to shiv energy from me and pleasantly eating soup energy from people like Ryan.
Here.
So we'll see how it
There
goes.
totally isn't another person here who has never been here before.
Yeah, do you want to introduce our guest, or do you want our listeners to be confused?
Yes. We have a new
What are you
guest
talking about?
player.
There's no one here.
Haha. We have a new guest player. If you would like to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Rachel. I am not the Rachel that Krista went to college with. I'm the Rachel who introduced her to Teen Titans. So, good to meet you guys. I'll be playing Terra.
Cool.
Nice to meet you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think technically I had seen a lot of the show, but you officially introduced, showed me every single episode, because we ended up watching it up together because you had it on DVD.
Yep, strapped you to a chair and force fed it to you.
Pretty much brainwashed me. And look
Yep.
at here I am. Look at where I am now. So
Yep, it came through. Really stuck.
really stuck.
What if
Really
instead of a question, we all went around and it told our new player about a major timeline change?
That would be wonderful. Actually, we can all pick one, and it can be as like big or like minor as we want. Although.
Yeah, I don't know how much of the show she's listened to, if any.
I would not blame you if you've not listened to any of it.
Many of our players have not. I think I'm the only one who's listened to it all. No one else listens to it except for, Joey edits it and
then I don't listen to it again.
A little bit.
I've listened to everything up till the last episode, the last part of the mid-season, where you're attacking the dam and Joseph is using Mecha Cinder Block on you. But most of that has been like 6 or 8 months in the past, so my memory of it is not great.
No, that's wonderful. That's
a pretty
very
significant amount.
Impressed.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to so much of my bad podcast and for being in it.
You are very welcome. Hope to make it as worse as possible.
Great.
Wonderful.
Great.
Yeah, great. So yes, so you've listened to it, but so then in that case, how about we just we talk about each of our favorites. We all pick one favorite like change, big or small, to the Teen Titans timeline from our show. I like that one.
Let me think. Oh wait, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Do you have one in mind?
Yeah, well, the epic season 1 finale where Starfire has a Dragon Ball Z fight with Blackfire is pretty cool. I kind of stole Robin's season a little bit there, so sorry about that.
Well, you never got one in the original show, so I think it's fair game.
Yeah, no, that was I was pretty proud of that episode and that recording, so I think that turned out well.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Also, for marketing purposes, our Starfire looks slightly different with a different haircut now.
Yeah.
And she's angstier, which is easier for me to play.
I'm pretty sure in the original they didn't have an episode where we all did drugs.
Yeah, see, you don't even really know because you have you watched the show least recently, but you are correct that they did not ever do psychedelics in the original, at least not thus far.
Yeah. For the longest time, our chat was called Teen Titans Roll a Joint.
Yeah,
we met God.
I still don't know how we all convinced ourselves that was the best solution. It was pretty great.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. It worked out perfectly.
Yeah, and people had a manic energy in that. I think it was the inclusion of Dylan just bringing something out of first Paul and then other people. Because I remember Robin, I being like, "Hey, you can force Triton to tell the truth with one of your abilities," and you were like, "Nah, I'm just gonna stab him in the leg."
Yeah, that was a chaos night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who else?
Go ahead.
So,
someone.
Yeah. Who else has one?
I like how everybody agreed with Robin about having the red X suit on the team. And that was a big change.
That's a creative re-remembering.
Yeah. What? Your favorite was getting all those blink dogs to attack you, right?
My favorite is actually the what's his name? The robot under the street.
Oh, the Fix-It change.
Oh yeah, Fix-It.
Oh, the fact that we never engaged with
the fact that you never met him.
And he's
Why
just
do we
like
never-
And now
looming at
there's
this
a
point.
threat of apocalypse.
Robot apocalypse, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. I won't say any more on that. But yeah. Krista or
it's hard to pick.
or
Hard to
Charlie?
pick. I think one of my favorite dramatic moments that has changed is the fact that Beast Boy was also captured by Slade and was also like abused and trained by him.
Right. Just a little bit. Like just for like
Not
half
fun
an
in
hour.
character, but very fun for character development, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Um,
Yeah.
Don't you worry. By the end of this, everybody will have a session with Slade. It'll be great.
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
Can't wait.
My favorite change was every time I used cause fear to bully the enemy.
Yeah, that was a
Handy
precedent
spell.
set. That was a precedent set pretty early on with the cinder block fight.
That alongside the blink dogs, I think both are very good.
I also like that Cinderblock is here.
Yeah,
Just chilling.
yeah,
Remember when
that's a
she
very
just
good one.
Remember when she just disabled Mumbo's magic and we beat the shit out of him?
That specifically definitely comes to mind when I think of that.
We should hit him in the butt like a bunch.
Yeah. Had to be done.
Had to be done.
Oh man, yeah. I think mine is probably just like I'm very happy with the change of Mad, like from Mad Mod to just Mad, where you just eliminated Mad Mod from the equation completely and then had an adventure with John Constantine.
Wait, nobody even mentioned the pirate?
Oh yeah, of course there's
fact
the
we went
pirate
to a
universe.
different universe?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I love that episode.
Wait, that wasn't Teen Titans Go?
No, that
No,
was in
it
the
felt
season.
like it.
We went to another like
Dimension.
plane of existence. We
The
went
Sonic
to another
Prime
world.
inspired.
Look,
The
I had
pirate
to
world.
stop my car from crashing.
Yes, by driving it into the
No.
portal.
2 wormholes, put them together. No, nothing bad will happen, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, of course. That was insane and ridiculous. But yeah. But yeah, no, mine is definitely the John Constantine stuff. I think that like one of the most
I like John Constantine being there.
one of my favorite bits of like probably one of the best bits of like role play interaction was again every once in a while when Ryan just becomes unhinged and like makes a art role play decision that's just like so good, like with Robin just telling off Arcane and me just like going ballistic.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Good.
Yeah.
Like it was just like I cannot
Forgot about
even
him.
express how ant boot that was. And how blown away he was by that. I really felt in the character in that moment with my response. Just like he was yelling. But yeah. Well, I think that if there aren't any other moments that anyone wants to mention, then that wraps up our question segment. Unless for our new member here, was there a moment while listening that you thought was particularly funny or interesting that changed in the plot, or were you mad? You were like, they're ruining the show.
No. It was all very enjoyable. I think the biggest oh dang moment was when you accidentally killed Cinderblock? ?
Right. Yeah.
Definitely changes things.
Yeah. That was a big trip moment.
The amount of times we say non-lethally now.
definitely took a turn on our approach. We're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, everything now gets suffixed with non-lethally.
Yeah.
Non-lethally.
Except for Terra, who kills people on accident.
Can't wait.
Oh boy. All right. Well, on that note, we
Terra
should
says
get
non-lethally and rolls in that one.
Yep.
we can get to this episode of Teen Titans Roll. Theme music.
Dang it, I haven't
will
found all my spells yet.
happen. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, frankly, you really don't even need a spell list with all the shit I gave you already, but you can take more spells as normal if you want to.
I'm just amazed you
But,
didn't put Flesh to Stone on the list.
I thought about it, okay? I was like, it was the only one that I was like, not yet. That and, like, Control.
We'll get to that one.
Elementals. Yeah, we'll get there. I am sure. But yeah, I went through all of the earth-related things and stone-related things and just sort of like thought about whether or not they made sense. Oh, and parts where it says like no limits or like no limitations or whatever just means like movement ranges and such, and like probably like weight capacities and stuff like that. Just those are
Yeah,
suggestions.
makes sense.
But yeah, we'll get to all of that. We open up to a wide desert vista, big canyons, huge canyons, and desert area on the outskirts of Jump City. And we see this dust trail plowing through, and a girl is being chased by a gargantuanly sized scorpion, big black carapaced scorpion, and it is chasing her through the desert, though somehow she is keeping out of its reach, doesn't seem hindered by the sand and stone beneath. Terra, you are being chased by the scorpion, and you are leading it somewhere. So you have a ravine planned out, and it is chasing you at this time. So yes, are you going to continue with your plan, or is there any last minute changes?
No, it's a good plan. I'm going to stick to it.
Okay. You run into this ravine, and as you do, you start to slow to draw it close in, and it is running up behind you. It is going to try to swipe at you, just like as it kind of catches up to your heels. It's gonna make a little swipey swipe, which I'm sure will miss, right? You know, that's how D&D happens, right? They just miss. We'll see. Okay, so
Oh my god, what
right.
if Terra gets killed by this scorpion?
Indeed, she is taking a gamble here. Like, okay, this is the point of a reroll: is that not everything is just fated to happen. I mean, is there anything that you think that you would do to make yourself less easy to get hit in this instance?
Cast blur.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, sure. So that gives a disadvantage, right? Yeah. So yeah,
That is correct.
yeah. All right. That makes sense. All right. So you're running, and the dust around you starts to like flow and like kind of almost imperceptibly like just kind of makes a fuzziness around your outline, and this guy will try to attack. Oh yeah, that will actually absolutely miss. We continue the age old um like I was really worried in one sense of like, oh, is it okay to be giving like Starfire and people such big bonuses on their attacks? It's gonna throw off the balance of D&D. But everyone with big bonuses rolls like exceptionally low, so it doesn't really matter. So yes, this guy actually does miss, like in the episode, and he swings his tail out at you, but you manage to just like get out of the way, to dive out of the way, although your hair clip does fall to the ground. But you don't quite have time to go back for it right now, because you got to keep going if you're going to draw this guy in.
Yeah, I keep moving.
All right. You keep booking it down to the end of the ravine, and there's a portion of it where as you planned, there's these big rocks in the way. This really slows it down as it's skittering after you, because it has to smash into the rocks to break through, and you're not impeded at all as you run forward and hop over a mound of dirt like easily as if it was just completely natural to you, not impeded by the rough terrain. And you finally reach the end of the ravine and turn and look, and the beast is looming after you. Now, this is the point. Oh, yeah. And as you're running down that ravine, you can see Titan's Tower and Jump City in the distance at one point, which really makes no sense that there is like a desert like right in the like just over the next hill to like this coastal city in California, I suppose, but it was whatever. uh, it's weird fantastical geography. um but yes, you are now at the end of the ravine. The rest of you guys, the team, you had gotten an alert about a dangerous entity. Maybe, I don't know. I like don't really try to justify it too much, but you got a crime alert or something about this dangerous entity, a report of someone being seen chased through the desert, and you arrive just in time to see this beast, this huge scorpion looming over this girl, um who is at the end of this ravine here. I mean, I assume you guys are yeah, what are your guys' responses or reactions to this? Don't all go at once.
I mean,
Somebody go.
Robin's our leader. Is he
Also,
doing anything?
yeah, Robin is the leader and he's muted.
Robin's eating soup.
So
I'm
it was,
sleeping.
Robin's at home eating soup.
Soup mode, soup vibes.
So
I'm literally taking a nap, so I wake up. What's going on?
Because my first instinct was like, I'm gonna go and punch the thing, but
Right.
But I remember this is Teen Titans, and I'm Starfire, and I probably wait for Robin
Yeah.
to
All right.
make a call.
Yeah,
I was like, I want to throw a grenade at it, but I couldn't hear how close Terra was to it.
yeah, no.
I mean, you don't know Terra.
She's underneath
Just
it.
kill her.
So
Yeah.
no.
Oh my
Robin,
god.
just tell Starfire to punch the thing.
There's like a bridge like of earth like across this cavern at the point where you guys are at, but they are down below, like probably like I don't know, like 100 feet or something. It's, um, down below in this ravine. But yeah, it's looming over her. So yeah, maybe throwing a grenade would not be the smartest thing ever.
And the scorpion is mechanical?
It doesn't appear to be from the outside. I mean, are you trying to observe something more about it?
Sure. Like, I wasn't sure how you described it 100%.
Yeah, so it's a
It's a big
huge scorpion with its carapace is like is black, like a desert scorpion, like a black scorpion. And its eyes are orange.
Does it shoot lasers?
It has not yet shot any lasers.
With my passive perception, can I
Yes.
tell what species of animal this is?
That would be a nature check, not a passive perception. That is like
What's your
literally
passive
the
nature
definition.
like?
Yeah, that is literally the definition of a nature check. I mean, passively.
I guess more of. Does it look? One. Does Robin know that there's scorpions this big nearby?
Well,
And
I don't know.
two-
It's a fantastical world, even in the show.
Well, does it
I
seem
turned
like
into a
it
giant
would be
scorpion.
robotic in any case?
You
He's
don't.
asking leading questions.
He's asking very leading questions. I may give leading answers. I mean, it's a big scorpion, and like you're up high above it. You're not really close to it. There's nothing obvious on the outside that would indicate that it is secretly not a big scorpion. But you don't know.
Well then, not knowing, I'm going to start us off by throwing an EMP pulse down at him.
All right, so yeah, and are you trying to direct your? You're just gonna throw an EMP pulse on the off chance it is a robot.
On the off chance it is a robot, but maybe the pulse would distract it too.
Right, maybe.
As I yell, Teen Titans, go!
Thank you.
All right, so as hold on, you're gonna as soon as but as before you get Teen Titans Go completely out, and you draw back your hand to throw the EMP grenade. This someone else is quicker to action than you. As Terra, this is the time for you to bring the house down.
Yes, I spring my rocky trap as the stone bridge over the top of the canyon, suddenly shifts with a ah! as it drops down on the scorpion.
Yes. So, well, yeah, you guys are not on the bridge. You were just like at the edge. No, you were just at the edge of like looking down the edge of the ravine. Although, like, maybe some of you had like a foot on the bridge and you like pull back real like suddenly, as this massive long piece of stone falls down, is pulled down. You can accomplish this with something like telekinesis, probably is your go-to. But you pull this down onto the which means I should get to start keeping track of that. All right. And you pull this massive hundreds and hundreds of pounds, many tons of stone down onto this scorpion, doing like 400 points of damage or something and killing it instantly, as your eyes glow with yellow power. And it is crushed. It lets out a little squelching screeing sound as its tail
as its body is crushed by all the stone, its tail kind of like becomes rigid, and you hear this pathetic sound, and then the tail like falls limply to the ground as it is slain.
Robin, we were to help the girl and not the scorpion, correct? Because if we were to help the scorpion, we have not succeeded.
Yeah, that seems like the case, Star.
Robin, do I
Yeah.
still need to go?
Yes.
I mean,
So
no.
Ungo.
And what you guys ungo. What you guys seem to realize in this moment is that this situation is not what it appeared to be, and that this mysterious girl was not being harassed or victimized by the scorpion, but in fact she seemed to have led it into a trap.
Whoa. How did she do that? That was cool.
Perhaps she is going to eat it.
Let me.
I yell, "Hey, are you gonna eat that, or can I have some?"
Great.
I stick out my tongue. Gross.
Having heard.
I'm gonna use a grappling hook to lower myself down.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can go down, but like I think Terra, were you going to say you want to go up?
Yes.
Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
having heard them shouting down, I summon a pillar of stone and elevate myself up to them.
Nice.
Right.
I retract my grappling hook back
up. Yes, very good. All right.
I get into a defensive stance instinctually.
She's like that guy off the X-Men movie, only with earth instead of ice.
That's not a thing here, but
He's Earthman?
Earthman. Okay, yes. That all happens and no one notices anything else that might be going on in the meantime. Because I rolled something. Yes.
I have a
so
22 perception.
Yeah, okay. Do you have a 42 passive perception?
Holy crap.
He rolled a natural 20 plus passive without trace plus 11 still.
He's functionally invisible.
I blew up the whole
island. I was like, it'll be hilarious if he rolls like a 1 and they just see him in this scene, but you know, no, they don't.
Fate says no.
So are we in like a standoff right now?
So no, this girl rises up and seems friendly enough to. I mean, yeah. How are you introducing yourself?
I formed a defensive stance because I suddenly saw a display of great magical power, and I don't know.
After a few awkward moments of staring at each other, I ask, the question still stands. Are you going to eat that?
Well, in my experience, giant animals tend to be somewhat unsafe to eat. Usually nasty chemicals are involved. But you're more than welcome to it if you think that'd be okay.
Babe, do you know how many nasty chemicals I have flowing in my body right now?
Bro.
Babe?
I'm a cyborg! Oh, come on, guys, your minds are dirty. Stop that. Oil! I'm talking about like oil and stuff.
You called her babe.
That's not what anyone was talking about. They were commenting on babe. Welcome to this nonsense. Now there's like 6 of you or whatever. All right.
Robin sticks out his hand for a handshake and says, "My name's Robin. We're the Teen Titans."
Awesome! I'm Terra.
I jump as soon as I see that Robin has okayed her. I jump in and try to get her in a hug and say, where did you come from? How did you get here? What is your favorite color? And do you wish to be my friend?
Earth walked red and sure.
Yay! They did the thing.
I've just been staring wide-eyed at her.
Oh, let me guess the rest of you guys. You're Starfire, Cyborg, Raven, and
And I'm bath boot.
Beast Boy.
She called me.
Yeah. What? What? Me?
You're funny.
I turn into a turtle and I fall to the ground.
I'm gonna need you to roll a charisma saving throw. Beast Boy. Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Yes, of course.
Rare
Charisma saving throw. Oh, here they are.
It's not good.
I have a +0. Let's go. What is
Yeah,
it?
you didn't have a chance.
Yeah. I don't know why you rolled 2, but the
Why
first
is it
one
adva-
is not good.
Why is it
Yeah,
advantage? That was weird.
you
Okay.
just have to toggle off.
10.
You just have to
A
toggle
10.
off.
A 10.
Yeah, the 10. Yeah, no. So despite recent events, you still form a pretty immediate infatuation with this girl.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just watch out
We
for
will
spaceships.
Drooling.
yeah. So go otherwise the rest of you, go ahead with your questioning your interest in this new
I
person.
don't know.
That was pretty crazy what you did there. Rock powers?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a geomancer.
Nice. I feel like we haven't seen you around.
I don't stay in one place too long. Just travel around a lot.
What brings you to Jump City?
Just going where the wind takes me. Today it took me here.
You should come see our tower because it's cool. Hi. Did I introduce myself?
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't impose. I mean, I've got a nice cave back that way with all my stuff in it.
Cave? My new best friend will not be sleeping in a cave.
Oh, Beast Boy, Starfire, of course she has her own cave. She's so cool. Look. And she even knows all our names. Wait. We got her name. Oh, yeah, it's Terra, right?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. It's kind of on the nose.
Aren't most superhero names Cyborg?
Oh, it's not your real name. I thought you were. Last night I had a dream that I had a dog hand.
I'm sure you have the strangest dreams.
I take a step back and shut up.
The Cyborg dream in Teen Titans Go.
Nah. He's gonna try to bring the dog hand into the main game, however he can.
What time of day is it?
Oh, it's day. It's not. It's I don't know. Day. It's not too late.
It's day.
The time of day is day.
Yeah, I am trying to remember if the sun was rising or something
night
in the first
yet.
scene. I don't think it has. I think it's just like the sun is up.
Yeah, the sun is high over the sizzling desert.
Yes, for
Well,
sure. Which is for
since
some
we don't-
reason like a mile outside of city limits.
Yeah.
Well, since it seems like you've already dealt with the issue, would you like to join us for lunch?
Sure. I'm always up for pizza.
Wait, we didn't even say pizza. Are you psychic? Are you psychic too?
Sometimes.
I was thinking about pizza.
So
I'm often thinking about pizza.
you guys so yeah are some you guys like excitedly like ready to go back to the tower and like bringing this new friend along? I would assume that's the feeling.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
she's legit.
if the main team is doing that, I will only hold up a couple people with a few things. So Robin, with your passive investigation, as everyone clamors away excitedly asking the newcomer a bunch of questions and leading her down the hill towards Jump City, you notice something, and you can't help but like leaning down and feeling for a moment as your passive investigation just clues you into something odd about the earth beneath your feet. You kind of feel it, and it's kind of like weird. There's this area that's kind of weirdly powderized, like really fine sand that you didn't uh, notice when you were like running up the hill before. It was more densely packed. And you just think that's kind of strange.
Can I do a more? Can
And
I
I
do
will
a?
also say, oh, go ahead. Well, before you spend more time, Raven is with her high passive insight, is the one who notices someone not immediately, like running away. Notices that everyone else is like, haha, cool new friend, let's go be silly. Raven is not immediately silly and notices that Robin is attention is elsewhere. Um, so you can also kind of try to see what he is, what he's interested in, if you would like.
Yeah,
So
I'm
the
gonna...
ground on the top of the cliff is sandy,
Yeah,
like kind of
yeah,
more
it's
sandy, kind of broken down, close to
mhm.
where the bridge was broken.
um uh yes. Are you spending more time? Your friends are kind of moving down the hill. Are you spending more time investigating
Did I
this
bring
than
my
what?
motorcycle?
If you did, it would probably have been like at the foot of the hill or something. For this far out of the city, you probably would have just like had Starfire carry you, I think. So I actually I'll say no.
Well, if I see Raven kind of like looking,
Mm-hmm.
I'll kind of like motion for her to like wait for a second, and I'll do a little bit of like closer investigation of the
Okay.
area.
All right.
I'm gonna
So you're
see that
mhm.
he's doing that and also kind of look around as well.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna spend a little bit more time at this spot, and you're going to just kind of watch over him and look around the area.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check then, Raven, as you kind of float up and look around. I doubt it, but go ahead. So,
Get it, Raven.
oh yeah.
24.
Good, but not good enough. You look around, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You look around, so you see just the typical bits of this like cave kind of in this upper bit of rock, but you float towards it and look around in the entrance. You don't notice anything. And otherwise everything is kind of open space, and you're yeah, nothing seems out of the ordinary here. Although while you're doing that, if you're spending any more amount of time investigating on this, um, Robin, while you're doing so, I'm going to have to ask you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fair enough. 26.
Ooh.
Okay, that's good enough. As the edge of the cliff, with that powderized sand, crumbles away, and you immediately like jump back and do a backflip and land back on more solid ground. But a bit of the edge crumbles away some more, back out from where it like the bridge was.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, so my assumption. My assumption is maybe her power moved into the cliff a little bit more, but seemed like powderized it a little bit.
Mhm.
My
Well,
assumption would be that out of my initial thought processes. I mean, I kind of it kind of would make sense if she just ripped down a hundreds of pounds of rock onto it that like her powers might have powderized
like
some of it more.
if anything, it's not actually like that disconcerting for you, frankly.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, she didn't have like a Justice League member level of power precision. Like that doesn't upset you.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't seem like it's too much of an issue.
But it's but you know, it's something to keep a note of.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Raven, you find anything?
I just shake my head.
Yeah.
Can I? Nah. I think Robin probably did it. Never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna nod to Raven and start walking back.
All right, so you guys hurry along to follow everyone back to the tower. You guys head back to Titan's Tower, and I'll say that Terra, you obviously you've been wandering for a long time, but even by the standards perhaps of your old life, you're very impressed with their digs, this beautiful city and this very impressive tower that they live in.
Whoa, do you have all this space to yourself?
Yeah, the whole tower is ours.
Man,
we usually stay on
nice.
the top, though.
Yep.
With the big T.
Big Titan Tower.
That is where the television is.
Oh, we've got everything here. We have every latest action movie. Do you play video games?
Sure, when I get the chance.
Beast Boy, go!
Before you get into video games, you are like noticeably hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Before we get into that, food.
That's what I said.
I happen to have some food prepared.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Would you like?
You guys immediately are like, no, this is bad. Everyone else is like, this is bad.
Would you
Robin's
like
in the corner ordering pizza.
Lord or the Garsh Masharog pudding?
I'll try them both.
I'm like signaling, like, no.
I shall blend them together.
Oh my god!
And I go and acquire these two Tamaranian gelatinous foods and sort of combine them into a paste. And I present them with a container of mustard.
Raven hides in the nearest shadow.
Yeah, so you eat this?
Oh yeah, slurp it up eagerly.
Okay. What so
tastes
we know
like...
that we know what the glorg tastes like, but in the combination with this other dish, I'm not sure. what is
Oh, I mean they are very complimentary.
Okay.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Terra! Do you have a taste bud superpower too? That you can I mean, that's great. I always liked this stuff too.
My father used to put Garsh Masharog on everything he ate.
Yeah, it tastes kind of like sushi mixed with ice cream with tartar sauce and gravy. Can I have some more?
Well,
I shall cultivate the fungus. And I go to cultivate the fungus.
The whole entire time I was walking back, I had hard eyes.
Yeah.
So, can I borrow your shower for a bit?
It's not my shower, guys.
I mean, we only have one bathroom, but yeah.
Yeah, because it's been a while since I've had the opportunity to shower with all the traveling. So yeah, I hop in the shower and make a bit of a mess.
Yeah, yes. In fact, you guys do notice that after she comes out that the shower area is entirely like the floor is just like 5 inches of mud everywhere. I don't know what kind of joke you'll make about a mud shower instead of a mud bath. Mud bath joke doesn't work. Works better than this. But...
We definitely send her to Beast Boy shower.
Yep.
Wait,
Yeah,
now this
sorry
is
about
important.
that.
Do we have multiple bathrooms or not?
No.
That's the question, isn't it?
We know from
I
episodes
think we've
where
established there's only
no,
one
there
bathroom
is
because
a
there's an
communal
episode where they're
bathroom.
waiting in line.
Yeah,
my
no, there's
gosh.
an episode where Beast Boy
They have to pee in a
pees
tree.
himself because has to pee in a tree because oh yeah,
People are
transformations,
using the
duh.
bathroom.
Where Starfire is shutting him out of the bathroom. That may yet happen
Just
again.
Just like Johnny is always trying to get you, just like Johnny is always trying to get you to give us extra levels, I'm trying to get you to give us extra bathrooms.
I will not. I don't care how much logistical
The
sense
whole
it
entire
makes.
tower.
You have one bathroom which is on like one side. There's actually like from a DVD set, there's a
planning.
schematic. There's like a rough, weird schematic of the tower that's not
Of course
exactly
there is.
accurate.
Who planned the like blueprint floor plan of this tower?
A masochist.
Obviously a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And or a sadist. And or both.
I blame Robin.
Hey.
Robin
I mean,
showed
fair,
Batman a drawing
but-
in crayon.
Listen, you're welcome that I paid for the tower, okay?
Raven sees all the mud and she goes, "Not it," and floats away.
Sorry about that. Mind if I borrow your sink?
I just
Not my
nod.
sink.
Don't look at me, I'm cultivating the fungus.
I floated away.
It's okay. It's Beast Boy's turn to clean up.
All right. With that, I start washing clothes in the sink.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Clothes that are apparently moderately more clean than I am.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you are washing your clothes in the sink as you wear their bathrobe, one of their bathrobe.
I don't know where we go with this episode.
So
Yeah. Once I finish up with that, I wander over to the couch, lay down, and take a nap.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
it's
she
actually
just,
getting
makes
later in the
herself at
evening.
home,
at this
doesn't
point.
she?
She's like a stray
Yeah.
cat.
So at a certain
mean-
point in the evening, guys, that you as she settles down and she takes her on your couch to rest, and she has her cassette tape. You guys are still in the communal area, and you kind of, as she's there, you are noticing things like, oh yeah, she's very making herself at home, and it seems that she's very grateful and instantly taking advantage of having a place like this. And yeah, you guys probably at your ages haven't met someone your age who has been in a life situation like this, but it's probably dawning on you like what her life might be like on the road.
She doesn't have a place to stay? It seems like she's been traveling a bit. She's all by herself.
Can we keep her?
She was living in a cave.
I mean, she's got some powers, and so do we, and, we all kind of formed a team together. I don't see... If she doesn't have a home, I don't see why not.
Robin, can we keep her?
I mean, it would have to be unanimous. And we have to, just like the rest of us, we had to go through the training and, see if she would fit in the team. We can't have someone that's going to mess up our teamwork skills.
My new best friend would not do that.
Obviously, she wouldn't on purpose, but literally, this woman walks in here. She's really nice and pretty and powerful and glorious. Sure, but, we don't know if we can work with her.
I start bristling a little bit.
As a hedgehog.
Turn into a hedgehog.
And also, we don't even know if she wants to be part of a team. She's a loner. You know, she travels around. Maybe she wants to travel.
Perhaps we should test her skills and ask her.
Yeah, I mean that would be a good start.
Yeah, you are
I feel
excited,
like
coincidentally, Robin, to test out your new training obstacle course in the morning.
yeah, we could definitely test her skills in the morning. I got just the thing. Time
Now,
jump.
yeah, now,
Time jump.
well, but before that, per, I would say, you're just lying on the couch there, Terra, and you, but you might have actually not quite fallen asleep yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely feeling a bit nervous.
Yeah. And you think, yeah. So as they kind of wander off to their rooms at night and you're there alone, do you think how are you feeling about this place and if you really do want to stay?
No, I generally don't want to overstay my welcome. So, middle of the night, pack up my stuff and head out to the shore.
Okay. So you contemplate this brief moment that was really nice, but you feel like it can't last, knowing who you are and what you bring. So you head down to the shore of the little island. Beast Boy, Beast Boy, you are awake, right? You don't go to sleep early, but normal nights and tonight you can't really fall asleep because your head is just buzzing with this person you met and perhaps I don't know what you're feeling about your feelings and why you're feeling them and if you should be feeling them or not. Like how is that going?
Oh, you mean the other friend I met?
Uh-huh. Yes.
So I imagine we've been messaging back and forth. I don't think I've met
Yeah.
her again, but we are messaging, and
Yeah, it's only been like
friendly
a
and
week.
it's fun.
Yeah.
I have called her the Statue of Liberty.
What?
Her name is Libby. I've called her Lady Liberty.
Wow, well, that's like a real smooth text that gets left on red for
Or
quite a while.
Lady Libby.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just what were you gonna say?
Oh no, continue with that before I say anything.
Yeah, it's complicated because this girl is really pretty, and she also is not a civilian, which I was kind of concerned about getting involved with civilian. I don't know, but also I feel kind of guilty and confused. But
yeah,
I think that this person seems nice and I want to be their friend, and I am also I rolled a 10 on my
right.
I have head over heels, just kind of love at first sight.
Yeah. So you
feels a little bit more than like the friendship that I formed with the other one.
Yes, yeah. It was more like an unexpected reciprocation of the flirting that you often do.
Yeah.
So you're very unsure as a young boy of what to do with any of this, but your head is abuzz thinking about things, and you realize that out sleeping on the couch that she doesn't have any bedding or anything, and weirdly enough, no one else seemed to think of that, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to bring her some pillows or some sheets or something.
Oh yeah, I stack a bunch of them up, and I just like could barely like walk it. I just like carry them all down, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want her to be too cold.
Yeah. So you take these into the living room area, and as you get to the couch, you see that she is not there, but her cassette tape is sitting on the couch.
I drop all the blankets and pillows. I grab the cassette tape and I go and look for her. I look out the door and see if she, like, where she went.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you, you can see, you're up at the height of the tower, so you can look down on the island. So you do notice her down by the shore, and then you hurry down yourself, where you do find her. What are you doing down by the shore, Terra?
At the moment, just curled up, looking out over the water and at the city, and occasionally skipping stones.
Okay. You're using your powers to skip the stones?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you using telekinesis or something smaller, like your little magic stones? You have that cantrip.
Yeah, probably magic stones.
Okay. So you just throw in little magic stones every once in a while. And that's totally fine. All right. So you're checking little stones, and when Beast Boy makes his way down to the shore to join you. So
I
you
sit
find
on,
her.
I sit on the rocks next to her. Hey, what you doing?
Oh, just clearing my head.
I'm sorry if all of them can be a lot sometimes.
Oh no, it's not that. They're great. It's just I can't stay.
What? Why not?
Oh, places to go, people to see, things like that.
Well, I definitely had fun with you here.
I mean, it was
where-
really
where-
great meeting you guys.
Where are you headed?
Oh, I don't know. East some way. Might travel back over the mountains.
You know, do you not want to stay?
It's not that. I really like you guys. It's just I'm just used to traveling.
I want to grab a stone and try and skip it.
You throw a stone.
Do I need
and
to
it
roll
just
anything for
arcs
skipping a stone?
high. I don't think you've probably ever done it. Well, it's probably a technique. It's definitely a proficiency type thing. Because if you've ever tried to skip stones, some people are really good at it, and other people it's a crapshoot. So I want to say Dex, but I also don't want to give you a good skill. But
Acrobatics?
No, that would make it really high.
Oh, I don't know.
yeah,
Performance.
yes,
Charisma?
charisma.
Riz the rock.
There's something to be said for that. You're trying to do it charmingly, I guess. I don't know. Sure.
Or intelligence, because it's about skill.
Yeah, that's true. Have you ever? Do you think he's ever skipped a rock before?
Maybe a little bit. I don't know if he's good at it, but he's definitely tried.
Right. Well, he clearly isn't because he fails in the episode. But yeah, just go ahead and roll a d20.
Roll it as religion.
Take me to
I was
church.
trying to see what my. I have a -1 in nature. That's really funny.
Do nature. It is a rock.
It is a rock.
Speak to the rock. Feel the rock. Be the rock.
What am I rolling?
Just roll. Just roll Dex, I guess.
But that one has a +4 to it.
I know. He's Dexy.
Let's go.
All right.
Dex at disadvantage because he's nervous.
Yeah. I'll give you disadvantage because you are being silly.
I got
Where
you.
is my dex? Hold on.
Thanks.
Oh, a 7.
Wow. I'm glad we did the thank you for the disadvantage suggestion
Disadvantage.
because that would have been a 23 otherwise.
I got
Yes,
you.
you throw the rock and it arcs up high and plops down into the water.
Terra giggles at that and then levitates up another stone for him to throw.
I try again.
Yeah, so she gives you a magical stone, and it has the properties of magical stone, which are insane, by the way, especially with her bonus. And you are going to be able to throw that rock with like a plus. It's like plus your spell attack mod, so it's like plus 14 or something.
Yep.
Yes. So go ahead and roll just a regular roll. Just a plus 14 roll.
Okay, got it.
Natural one.
I can't wait for her to start like shooting rocks through y'all's
D20
foreheads.
plus 14. I only rolled
Now that's a really
17.
bad roll, but a 17 is still like it skips a few times, like it does in the episode. It's kind of foolproof.
I'm like, whoa, that's really cool.
Thanks.
How'd
Yeah.
you do that?
Oh, it's just something that I picked up.
Hey, you know, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could stay for one more night.
Oh, yes. I mean, that would be cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Play it. It's fun.
Yeah.
These boys got a side piece.
Whoa. Okay.
Well,
So
I brought you
go
some
ahead.
blankets and pillows inside. I guess I'll see you tomorrow then.
Thanks, Beast Boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I accidentally grabbed your recorder here.
Oh, thanks. Really would have missed that.
Yeah. I think it's really funny that this episode sort of establishes that Terra is, for being a wanderer, she has one of the worst qualities in that she just leaves things everywhere. It's just like hair comb, the recorder. She technically probably left stuff like the flashlight she mentioned back in that cave.
Yep.
Like, just
It's like everything in that cave was just abandoned.
yeah.
Very
yeah.
ADHD, like forgetting things everywhere.
But yeah, so you guys just I guess will then make your way back up to the tower, kind of funnily, awkwardly. And nothing quite as triggering was said as it could have been, I feel. So nothing else really happens that evening of note. Which is
Honestly, I kind of forget how that
significant.
conversation went.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's concluded, so I will just go ahead and say that, I mean, you mention her powers, and that upsets her, and then her powers upset you
Yeah.
in the original. But you didn't really do that, so I'm not going to trigger that roll yet. Yes.
I'm sure it will happen.
Training
So,
tomorrow.
The next morning, training begins, the new obstacle course. And I think we will do our first competitor on the obstacle course. Now, Robin has been in charge of the designs, and Cyborg, you have been tasked with building some of the pieces, but you have been not informed entirely of the operational relevance. But you are probably the most looking forward to this because of wanting to see what your inventions have been contributing to. So you have, you certainly have a perhaps a desire to go first, though if anyone else has a desire to test out the new course first, they may also speak up as well.
No, I think Cyborg can go first.
I crack my knuckles. Okay. Well, my intention today was just to pick up Beast Boy and chuck him into it and see what happened, but I think it might get a little dangerous in there, so you'll need the muscle and the meat shield to show you how it's done.
So as he's grandstanding at the starting position, Robin, do you want to start the T-10 countdown, like while he's talking or after he's done, or what? Because you control operational.
I'm just going to start it immediately. I'm not even going to give him the T-10.
You skip the countdown and the course begins. The camouflaged as rocks, these laser turrets pop out and immediately start firing at Cyborg. As the first portion is the laser portion, you have to avoid the lasers and get to the next area. So, Cyborg, you can, as you get through this area, make athletics or an acrobatics roll to avoid the laser fire successfully, or you can implement something else to tough out the obstacle in a different way.
Oh, this is what I was made for. I'm just gonna you roll athletics for this one.
Yes, football time.
It's football time. Dun,
all right.
Dun, dun, dun. I don't know what I'm seeing. Dunning. I'm just gonna roll.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah. Do I get advantage because I helped make it?
No, because Robin is like, he's trying to like switch it up and make it not what you would expect.
Oh, hey, it's worth a shot. I rolled a 27.
Okay. That's so you succeed in that portion.
I do a pose at the end when I dodge all of them. It's basically a disco pose.
Nice. So you run forward and you're football juking through the lasers, the laser fire, and you get to the next area. The next area is an open portion of field, and it seems there's nothing there, and you're running forward, and you're like, oh no, is this where? And sure enough, these large metal fists start, like these cylinders with these big metal fists on them, start like ejecting out of the ground up into the sky, like these 40-foot long pillars. In some cases they shoot up into the air, so that they would even hamper someone who's trying to fly over the ground in this area. So yes, how would you like to approach this? Would you like to do athletics again, or are you going to try to do something specific to counter something else to counteract these big robot fists?
I'm staring down Master Hand and reminding all those horrible days of dying and dying over and over and over again.
Which probably would have been only that year or something, given it's 2004.
Yeah, I know, right?
Currently. Yeah.
How visible? Can I see them? Or is it
yes.
easy?
They are massive fists that are like big pillars that are coming out of the ground. They're bigger than
Are they made of metal?
Yes.
All right. I am going to shove heat metal up one of them and start dodging.
Okay. So just one. I mean, they're big. They're not going to immediately explode or anything, you think, if you just heat the metal on the outside.
I've watched cartoons. That's what happens. When you cast the thing on it, it explodes.
It explodes.
But no, I only have one, can concentrate at one at a time, so I'll
Okay.
just heat one up and hope for the best. I'm
All right,
like,
so you're
take
keeping
that!
a more you're keeping a more stationary route than evasive, and you're just trying to like impede them as they like launch up out of the ground to try to punch you, like with like a heat beam or something.
I'll take it.
All right, so you're doing that. I will say then go ahead and roll. Roll roll intelligence to like do this, like just flat intelligence to just do this like in a way that will be precise and will actually help you.
All right. That's a 15, sir.
Not good. With a +7, that is still a 15. All right. So you are running through the fists and you're shooting like a microwave beam at them as they fly out, and you're not really hitting any important components. You're just kind of hitting the big metal chassis part, and some of them kind of hit you with some extra fire now. So you'll actually take you're gonna take you take 23 points of I'm gonna say bludgeoning, and then some the last bit's fire damage as you are making your way through it, and you come out the other end all battered. You lose a little bit of time.
Ow! Okay, I'm just trying to get through. I don't need to destroy these things.
Yeah.
Okay,
but you tried to as you are on your way through, but it didn't. So the
can
next
I jump
area
on top of one of them and ride it like a cowboy through the next section?
they only go up.
Oh, I see.
Yes, they come up from the ground. So the next section is just a short area of some rock spires, just meant to like impede your path. Just like natural rock formations that have been put in place. And so the area is kind of rougher terrain, meant to slow you down. You can roll. You try to make your way through this area. Do you want to do something specific to increase your movement through them? It's rough terrain, and otherwise you can do acrobatics or athletics to dodge around them well, to not lose too much time traversing through the area.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna all up athletics this thing, and I am going to put every bit of my like quick physics and geometry into it to like angle myself and jump from rock to rock. All around.
Okay,
That's what's happening.
cool. So would you like to make an intelligence-based athletics check then?
What I was going for was an athletics check with a flash of genius.
Yes, but you can do both, because the way you phrased that was
okay.
like intellect-based athleticism.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 34.
Okay, that's very good. So you make up a little bit of time with that, and
That's what I was made for.
And you jump from spire to spire, really like with your really powerful build, but you're using it really precisely. And the next portion is the guillotine dash.
What?
So this one is either about speed. You do recall making like some components of this, and now you're like, oh, so basically it's a straightaway of these big metal like doors, bits of like emergency doors, but they're angled like a guillotine. They're not sharp on the bottom, but they're just like blunt, like dropping doors that will block your way. and you need to move through them either fast, or if you're not fast enough, you're going to have to maybe muscle up the last one if you don't go through fast enough. So how fast do you think you can get through these?
Well, the first thing I do is I just jump like 1 foot in the air and throw my head back and throw my arms out, and you just see power start to radiate from me as I cast haste.
Okay.
Ah! And then I run fast.
Okay. All right. You run real fast with haste. So you are like zooming real fast. All right. I do think haste will do it.
Yep. That's like
go
80
ahead.
feet. Yeah, no, that's 70 feet around.
Yeah. Okay. 70 feet is good. They're not outside the range of what I think Robin would think is possible. So, given that this is also designed for everyone, so I will say, go ahead and make a.
Sorry, 70
Go ahead.
feet per move. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, what's your speed? Like your regular speed would be.
My speed is 35, but that doubles to 70.
Yes.
But I
then you can dash.
But I can also dash.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I think with that use of that, I do think you actually zip through this faster than the original iteration of it. Go ahead and give me a little dex check just to aim that well in this like intense moment and like make it through the last one.
Yeah, it's getting it pretty intense inside my head, inside my time space continuum. Okay. 18.
Okay, 18. I think that'll be good enough with that extra help from the other stuff. So you go. So you zoom through, and you're moving real fast as you turn a corner and are running into the. Yes, the final bit of the obstacle course is the final disc barrage, which kind of fittingly, Robin activates a bunch of turrets, kind of like the laser turrets, but there's more of them, and they fire a bunch of large, like jumbo-sized, like discs out. And this barrage of discs are coming towards you. Now you're moving really fast, but they are coming at you. So how are you? Do you have a kind of plan to avoid these?
First of all, I yell, "Boo! Yeah!" And I bring out 3 mirror images of myself as I continue to run.
Hell yeah! Okay. Wait. So yeah, mirror image is not concentration, right? So yeah, you're fine to do that. So you run forward, and then these holographic displays, like from your shoulder bits and stuff, start projecting, and they start hitting all of these. I will say, there are a lot for this final part. The special thing for it, the way I'll rule it, is that Robin actually gets to make like generalized rolls, like he would be throwing like a batarang or something. So Robin, you put your bonus into these last ones. So I will say, like, just to see if you hit him, it's going to be much harder since he's making mirror images. Like, they're going to hit the mirror images most likely, but you can go ahead and roll your like you would for an attack.
For batarangs, did you say?
Yeah, like it's like a thrown thing.
How many?
You can do like it'd be a normal turn, so 2. But these like represent like many discs that are being fired.
That's an 11. Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
And 16.
Yes. So, funnily enough, I think that like those don't hit AC. So even if they get redirected, like probably most of the copies of Cyborg are just like all dodging around like crazy as like the aiming of the turrets gets all confused and fires all like a wider spread than it means to, like in different like towards different targets, and you zip to the final area, victorious, and you can, I guess, do a Kirby dance since there's so many of you now.
Oh yeah, I start doing a Kirby dance. Of course, I will say my haste has to wear off like at some point.
Yeah, well, but
Probably when I
not
stop
like
concentrating and dancing.
yeah, probably by the end of your dance. But you have finished
and then I just clap. I'm like, ow, ow,
so
ow.
but you have finished the you have finished the obstacle course. Now you did have a couple fumbles. Well, you had a fumble in an area that you didn't have in the episode, in the fist area. But I will say you did really well on the other areas. The laser one was just regular. The fist one was bad, but then the other areas were really good. So I think that you made up for that. And I'm going to say that you finish with a even 2 minutes, which is 17 seconds faster than in the episode.
I look at Terra. I'm like, beat that, man!
Yeah.
It's like that thing was made for the Borg.
And this is the course record, although it's a new course. So.
New course record! Woof woof!
All right. So with that, Terra, yes, you can go next if you would like to, though there's nothing stopping other people from going.
Beast Boy?
Sure.
Yeah, don't you want to go press Terra?
Yeah, I do.
Tara's very, very eager not to go next.
I'm next.
Lol.
Let me have a go.
Okay.
I'm not having him show off more than me. Let's do that.
Okay. Well, then I guess we will have Beast Boy kind of like cracking his neck, getting ready at the start point.
Crack my neck, crack my knuckles, and just do some
do some like
jacks,
bull charging, like the ground or whatever. Ready for next time on Teen Titans Roll. Yay!
Yay, we did it!
Thank you.
Tara's
Thank you,
here.
guys. Thank you for dealing with all of... Oh my gosh, no one knows that she can't control her powers yet. For Robin.
Yep.
Not allowed to leave.
This is usually where the good shit starts happening, when we're contemplating questions, and then I have B-roll. Yeah. That being said, it's probably gonna really suck now that I've acknowledged it.
It's gonna suck for the next 10 minutes.
So our question is, we all gotta guess what kind of soup Robin's eating.
That's gonna be a hard. It's going to be a hard one, honestly.
Is the soup hard?
No. The
It's not hard.
chunky steak something.
It does have chunkies in it.
Is
have
it a
bones
Chunky
in it.
Campbell's? Is it one
It's
of
not
those?
Chunky Campbell's.
Okay,
This is not a
Is it
question.
a homemade soup or a canned soup?
Italian
The
wedding
homemade
soup.
soup.
It's a homemade soup.
Well, that explains it. Of course, we can't guess. Technically,
Um,
homemade soup is the correct answer.
It's not
Did you,
specific
like-
enough.
you can dissolve. You can like eat bones. You know, if you like dissolve them in like vinegar or something.
It's bone
You have
soup.
any bones in that soup?
So what's your
No.
Halloween costume / hypothetical?
Oh, that's a good
There it is.
question.
There it is.
Or like no, we've talked about Halloween costumes before.
We
I
have.
swear to God, we
talked
have.
About our favorite Halloween. Our favorite Halloween. We've talked about
Yeah, never
you know, like your favorite Halloween costume that you've already like
Yeah.
done.
What?
My
Huh.
thought was like maybe our favorite like Halloween candy or like a hypothetical costume that you like want to do.
Want? Yeah.
Yeah, because if you ask me what my Halloween costume is, I'm gonna say my work uniform.
Mm.
Yeah, I just
Pulling out,
always go
boys.
as Pikachu. Every year, I'm Pikachu. It's easy. I have the costume. So I
That's
do
true.
it.
He was Pikachu for my bachelor party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he had
true.
a costume bachelor party and he was Pikachu.
No, but it's funnier if they don't know that
Yeah,
it was a
it's true.
costume
You're
bachelor
right.
party.
You're right. Cut it out. Cut that out. Cut that out. He just was Pikachu for his bachelor party. No context. No reason.
So if I were to dress up this, on that note, if I were to dress up this year, I would want to do a Mimikyu costume.
Yes.
Mm. Okay. All right. Okay. I didn't even do an actual intro thing.
Awesome.
Okay.